Hey Steven, is here. Right here I have the Google Pixel 7a, the brand new phone for under $500. And the thing that's the most interesting about this phone for me is the cameras, of course. So in today's video I will be testing all different modes, photo capabilities, video capabilities in this beautiful city of Prague.
That works actually really well, wow.
And also this phone has this new AI algorithm that helps you to enhance your photos. So I will be testing that as well. So make sure you stick around. Well, let's go. Okay, so let's start with the camera first, and I have the camera app open and it's the regular photo mode. For me, this is personally my first ever Google Pixel phone, so I'm not very familiar with the interface, but it's already very clear how to operate, and I already set up the grid, so I have better idea how to frame my shot. And also it has this level here to know if your horizon is tilted or not. And if you press the left upper corner, all the settings are here. There's a switch for night mode, then we have timer, and we also have the aspect ratio 4:3 or 16:9. I'm going to be using 4:3 to utilize the whole frame, and then if I need, then I will crop it when I edit the photo. If you want to access more manual settings, all you have to do is basically just press on the screen like this, and in that case all the controls appear. We get the white balance settings, which is really cool, and then we have the exposure settings, and I think this is contrast. So in that case you can adjust your frame as per your needs. This is awesome.
But what truly separates this phone from the competition is the integration of the AI features. And I was really surprised that it works not only for removing people from your photo, but also like in this one, it clears the sky from tramway wires. And it did that automatically. I will cover that more a bit further down the line, but first, let's talk about filming.
Now my favorite part, video capabilities of this phone. If we go to video mode, we have here option either filming in slow-mo, I'm not going to be doing that, normal mode, which I'm going to be using right now, and time-lapse. So for normal mode, you have different levels of stabilization. You have standard, locked, active, and cinematic pan. Now let's try standard stabilization, see which one is the best, and compare it to the mobile stabilizer. This is my framing, and as I'm moving back here, you see I get the full reveal of the street and the cathedral in the back. It looks really nice and beautiful. So 4K, 30 FPS, normal stabilization. Okay, so that was normal stabilization. Now let's use the active. It says it's for heavy movement. One thing I noticed right away is when I'm using active stabilization, the preview quality decreases a lot. It's like I'm looking at 240 pixels on YouTube, like, you know, back in the days. Let's see if the image quality is only affected in preview, but the final video looks good. Yeah, it looks a little bit, yeah, it looks bad, to be honest. I do not like it. Yes, the stabilization is there, but if we compare it to normal stabilization, in that case, yeah, there is no really comparison. The normal stabilization provides the best result, as I can see, and it's not too shaky really. Just for the test sake, let's use the gimbal as well and compare it all three shots together. And the gimbal I have in my back pocket right here. It's very portable and compact. I actually took it with me quite a lot on different travels. So yeah, it unfolds like this. We just attach it like this, magnetically it stays in place. So yeah, we're ready to go and film. If I press this trigger like this, the gimbal keeps the phone steady in place. So whenever I'm moving in the frame, the phone points towards one direction. If I release the shutter button, you see the phone starts to follow the direction. Planning ahead. So it looks amazing. Beautiful, and I like the lights of the cars on the ground reflecting back. Fold mode on. The camera is not moving, the gimbal is not following my hand. Good. Also guys, a quick tip for you, regardless of which phone you use, very expensive flagship phone or something like this Pixel 7a, look for symmetrical objects, symmetrical framing. So this is perfect example of that. I'm going to be using super wide angle lens, but yeah, enough talking, let me just show it to you. Just slow movements. And then I will walk back as well. And we get the depth in the frame because we get the tree and leaves getting in the shot, and it adds a lot of depth. It looks amazing. It looks really nice. Where the arrow points, this is the chromatic aberration with super wide angle lens. Let's try maybe X1 camera and let's go. Just double press this button, yeah, and the phone will take the horizontal orientation, horizontal shot. So this is super wide angle lens. Okay, now guys, let me know what you think about the super wide angle lens. I think it looks decent, at least for me when I'm looking at the footage through the phone, it looks good. But you let me know and see what others think down in the comments below. Another mode that this phone offers is the photosphere. It's like 360 photo. Okay, so to start, keep dot inside the circle. Okay, so we started, second photo, just the circle inside the circle. I don't even need to press anything anymore at this point. Okay, I see. And I just have to fill in all the blanks in my shot until the whole sphere is complete. But it's fun, I have to say. I'm not sure how this phone is gonna stitch all these photos together because so far, all this stitching does not look too good. I think if you take 360 photo, you want to take it in some kind of environment like this. It's a museum, you know, historical spot. So you want to capture as many details as possible. But at the same time, if it's gonna stitch them together in a funny way, well, I'm not sure if you want to use this mode. So this is something I'm very curious to find out. Now, all I have to do is just take more shots here of the ground. And also, you see, because all people are moving around, they're probably gonna be really funny on the final photo. Okay, and the final photo is just below here. Yeah, I think at this point, this is it. I just click complete. And let's see how it turned out. So now the phone says processing. We'll wait a little bit. Okay, and let's watch the preview. That works actually really well, wow. This is amazing. I don't see any stitching here. Right here, yes, you can see like it's not very aligned, like this line on the building here. It looks a little bit out of alignment, but other than that, if you just look at the first glance, it looks very well made. Well, except for this leg, that's what I was talking about. If people are walking with 360 photo, obviously it's not the fault of the phone, it's just people around you. Oh, these are my legs. Did not cut them out well. Would you use this feature or not? For me personally, I think I would. But you let me know what you think and see what others think about 360 panel down in the comments below. Okay, now I want to try the mode which is called long exposure mode. Oh, by the way, no time to explain. Let me just take the shot and then show you the result. This mode is supposed to give us the impression of having long exposure shot. It introduces a lot of movement in the photo. So now I'll be just waiting for the traffic to start again and take another one. Let's take one with the cars. Yeah, just like this. No need for extra settings. You can see here, I can adjust timer or I can adjust just the framing 4:3. Oh, okay, this is perfect. And 3, 2. Police is also coming. A lot of movements today. Yeah, so you see here I have a lot of leading lines leading to the castle on the hill, and when I have the tramway introducing this motion blur, that will also draw more attention to this middle of the frame. So yeah, let's just wait a little bit. Tramways usually go here often, so it's just gonna be a couple of minutes of wait here. Okay, so we have tramway approaching. So many tramways. Okay, let's take this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is crazy traffic right now, and I think let's have a look. Let's have a look at the shot. So it's supposed to process. Oh wow, that looks amazing, guys. Have a look. That looks incredible. The tramway in the back does not have as much movement, so there is less motion blur. But the one that's just entering the frame, because it's closer to the lens, it's just moving faster. It's awesome. Wow, look at that. The vertical shots also look good. This is the long exposure mode. Let's move on. Now imagine yourself in a park and you want to take a photo of yourself, and then suddenly some creep jumps on your photo and you want to remove him from your frame. So what you do is you press edit, then you wait for suggestions, go into tools, select magic eraser, and the phone's supposed to automatically select the subject. Let's see if it finds it. Yes, it did. So I click erase all. And just like that, in a matter of a couple of seconds, it removed. Now let's see if it's clear or not. Yes, looks very good. It's not perfect all the time, but for this photo in particular, it works pretty good. Another shot that I have here is long exposure shot. If I go to tools, then there is this option. I click magic eraser, find in suggestions, and you see the magic here. It selected all the wires, and I click erase all, and just like this, they're gone. It's insane. Just look at that. And if you want to see how these photos look once you upload them online, I already posted all these carousel photos. They were all posted from this Pixel 7a. If you want to see if the Android phone is somehow has worse performance, if you upload it online, the quality decreases or not, go check it out yourself. Okay, now let's try this one. It's a selfie camera. And yeah, let's hit edit. And it's already here, suggestion, magic eraser. So let's click that. Find in suggestions, let's wait, and you see the phone selected all the people behind us. I click erase all, and just like that, all the people are gone. Now to make it more, to sell the effect even better, because well, it's not very clean removal, I can add some blur to the photo, like it was shot with the portrait mode. Portrait blur, and I decrease the blur maybe to a more believable amount. Maybe like this is enough. Change the focal point. Now depth is like focus fall off, so let me check, maybe around 50-ish is good enough, and blur, let's make it not so in your face, right? So at around 11 is good. And here is before and this is after. It's crazy because this photo was taken on Charles Bridge, and because this place packed with tourists, there will always be some people on your shot. So getting something like this, it's incredible, guys. It's unbelievable. If you show it to someone and say, look, there's no tourists on my photo, they will say, oh yeah, it's photoshopped. Well, in this case, you can say, well, it's just magic eraser on the Pixel 7a. Alright, so in today's video we tested the camera as well as the video capabilities of the Pixel 7a and tested some AI features such as Magic Eraser, but I still feel that Pixel 7a has a lot more to offer. That's why I will be comparing to the iPhone 14 Pro in my next video. That's why you should enable the bell notification and subscribe to the channel. And meanwhile, make sure to watch this video as I think it will be perfect for you, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye. Oh, also here I see on the Google Pixel phone, there is a voice enhancement feature. It's turned on. Maybe it also helps to bring out more of the voice frequencies